Welcome back to The Run with Rick. After spending 3 weeks in South America, I made my way to the man-made Pinoy Guatape Reservoir, or Guatape. This reservoir is a nice, bustling lakeside town that features a giant granite rock, the Piedra del Pinoy. My Airbnb was incredible. I stayed at La Pausa. It's a resort featuring cabin-style rooms that overlook the reservoir. Rooms started about $120 per night. And after staying for 3 days, I spent about an extra $300 on food, alcohol, and other miscellaneous. But the rooms feature a jacuzzi tub, personal fire pits, and indoor and outdoor showers. Totally makes it something that you have to do if you're coming to the Medellin area of Colombia. Have to stay at the lake in Guatape. Before buying a rental property in Tampa, I decided to come to South America for a couple months. At this leg of my run, I had been in the country for 3 weeks. And Guatape, the municipal town, was a perfect way to recharge. That being said, you'll definitely need cash. A one-way cab fare from the airport is about $80, and a cab fare from where I was staying at my Airbnb to the municipal town of Guatape was about $10. The town itself is very touristy. It features a tourist drop-off where you'll see buses and other cab fares and talkies taking tourists to the municipal town, cobblestone streets, umbrellas, as well as beautiful churches. There's so many street vendors, restaurants, and grills that this place is amazing to just spend the day in, relax, catch a vibe, and better yet, be at the lake. If you're anything like me, I didn't do much research on Guatape before I went. I had previous experiences being in Medellin and heard that Guatape was a town that I should frequent, but didn't really know what to expect. In the Guatape municipal area, it sits on a lake, so most of the vendors want you to take a reservoir or lake tour. You could do that as a group, you can do that as a single tour. I elected to do a single tour, and it was probably the most enjoyable thing I did on the whole trip. After tongue wrestling with my lender on land, I linked up with my personal tour guide and we took a trip on the lake. Not only to see the water sports on the lake, but actually talk about real estate. Current real estate on the lake sits anywhere between $300,000 and $600,000, which is a phenomenal deal. But also the history of the buildings on this reservoir are astounding. Marta Ochoa had a house on this reservoir, so if you're a fan of Narcos, that's exciting. But also, Pablo Escobar had 3 houses on this reservoir, and the one that's being shown is his actual house that was firebombed. The best thing about this whole experience is that house was actually right in front of my Airbnb because the reservoir is all connected. The last noteworthy thing that I did in Guatape was to actually see the large granite rock, Piedra del Pinoy. Forgive my Spanish too. You want to get to this attraction early if you can. It closes early, it has an hour of operations, so by nightfall, you don't want to be left at the attraction because you have to take a cab to get back to accommodations. The best thing about this attraction was the views. When you go up to the observatory deck, there's huge letters that say El Pinoy, Guatape, but it gives you massively striking views of the reservoir and the rock itself. I did not choose to climb the rock because the day that I went, it was very rainy and stormy, but I did get to appreciate the breathtaking views that the site itself offered. At this point in my journey, I had another month left in South America. Please like and subscribe, and I thank you guys for being on this run with me. If you're ever in this area, you have to go book at La Plaza in Guatape.